You gotta give. You gotta give a little, give a little, get a little, get a little, get a little. Welcome back to Truly Limitless, the channel that was created to inspire you to create the life that you want to live. It is raining, which makes it, actually the temperature has dropped, so it makes it a fabulous time to work on the bus. The problem I was having lifting this wood is that it's rotted. The wood was dust. It was flaky flying. It made it actually harder for me because, you know, I couldn't lift it up with my fingers. It would crumble in my fingers. When I would use a tool, the tool would fly out because it just would fly, but it wasn't just coming up. So it made things much harder. By the way, what's really interesting is what will take me an hour working on something, doing it on the time-lapse thing, I'm done in 30 seconds. And I'm just like, gosh, it does not capture the true sweat and tears. Like, it just makes it look easy peasy, which is so misleading because I think I have seen so many YouTube channels. I'm like, ah, I can do that. That's so easy. And I can do that. But there's a lot of more hard work that goes into it. Anyway, so watch me do 30 seconds of work. And this is the part where I realized that I have to take up the rest of the rubber flooring off of the wood. I was trying to lift the wood without having to do it, but it was impossible. So that took me another hour just for the last little bit, but it was pretty rough. I imagine this dream home, fun, something that says I did it and it's beautiful and it just speaks me. I look forward to that. But to get to that, give a little, get a little. Did you understand that? Anyway, stupid antics. So these crumbs are the rust and rotten wood. And then this is my heater I threw up in the driver's seat to get out of the way. And so getting the boards up, it was not as easy as it looks here, but it was such a great relief to get it out. The last little piece, I worked forever. You'll see me working, I don't know, I'll probably take several breaks off of it. It's this piece right here. I felt like it was going to take me forever, and I thought I was going to have a heart attack just trying. But anyway, eventually got it off. Felt so good about it. So, yay. I got them out. This side, I wish the rest of the floor looked like this, but oh well. So we have 1, 2, under that tree beam over there is the third one. Holes, there's actually another one in between, right through there. And all of that can fall through, actually. The 3 holes up front are pretty bad. Like, it's really thin up front. But in the very, very back, by the back door and that whole back wall, it is just as bad, if not worse. So that's going to be replaced. My plan right now with the floor is to sand it all down with my trusty little angle grinder, and then I'm going to neutralize it with what I have understood is Rust-Oleum. Then I'm going to cover it with tar, and maybe 2 gallons will do it. We'll see, maybe 1. And then I'll put sheet metal and go from there. But right now, I need to clean. And if I thought I was having fun throwing, getting the bus ready, I'm about to really have fun. You have to check out what happens for garage stuff. But yeah, I'm getting rid of all this trash right now. Hopefully. As you can see, I am having a good old time separating the trash. I was putting the rotten wood in a burn pile way over yonder, and then I was throwing metal and the real big rubber pieces in the back of a truck and the other trash I had also collected. But the rubber, I mean, it was all kinds. If you look here, look down at the bottom, my feet, it's right there, and you can see it responding to me. When I walk away, it kind of slithered and coils right back, but it's responding to me. You can see that little shadow, and then you can see where I discover it and back on up. Just uncovered that bad boy right there. Every time I get close, he opens his mouth. Where is he? I can't see without my glasses. There he is. Nope, the snake did not live. And I really am sad to say that, because it had plenty of opportunity to strike me and it didn't. And not like it chose to, but I was spared, and I did not spare the snake's life, and I really do have some guilt about that. I've already asked for forgiveness, and I cried about it. I'm not going to cry anymore, but I mean, I was really sad. So think I'm a weirdo if you want to, but that's the truth. As I was sweeping, I thought it'd be great to sweep it, a great idea to sweep the front into the holes that were up there. But when I was doing that, I realized that one of the holes was the gas tank holder. So that was not great. Now I'm about to start taking the heads off of these screws that are throughout the entire bus, either holding down the wood, and I'm going to use my angle grinder. And I thought, for those of you never using tools like me before, I'm going to show you what I learned if I can set up the camera right. Alright, let me just start by saying, I think that when I learned about this, I learned that it could take 3 different types of discs, but this thicker one, 4.5 inch wheel, is, this one is 2. Anyway, but this one, 7/8 of an inch thick, is the grinder, which is what I'm going to use to grind down some of that rust. See how thin it is? And then this one is what I've been using to saw through. I never would have thought I could saw through anything with this, because it is thicker than it's not how you would think a blade would be, but it does perfect. So that's what these 2 things I'm going to be using on this angle grinder. And this cool little toy is what helps take this off. And with this particular one, I don't know if it's different with all of them. You have to clean it off too. I just wanted to show you. So these holes right here helps loosen it. I didn't see this in the instruction. I had to figure it out. But this button on this one, I had to push it in, and it doesn't automatically go in. I don't feel it go in until I move this around, and then once that does, then it locks, I guess, whatever mechanism in here to hold the blade and everything still while you loosen it. And going counterclockwise is the way I loosen it, and then obviously the other way to tighten it. And this thing right here, you unscrew off. I don't know if I did that in front of the camera. And this particular thing has this separation, and then on this side it goes in. When I'm doing the angle grinder, this separation, this lip right here, is faced outwards, because you don't want it to grind against this. So you'll place it on here when we're doing, which I'm about to switch this out because it's a little bit ate up, and like I said, I've done worse before replacing them. But you don't want to get them too bad, because then they say it'll shatter, and at the speed that it's going, I don't want it to shatter and hit me in my jugular. Safety first. Gotta always put your protection on. Once I get the screw heads all cut off, then I'm going to hammer them through the bottom of the floor before I start grinding off the rust and neutralizing it. You might say that it's taking a long time, that I'm not getting very far, but I pat myself on the back because considering that I'm doing this alone, I don't have any help, single parent, still have to provide an income, and take care of my child. I think I'm doing pretty good. And I would really like to hear from you guys. So drop me a comment and give me a thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that little bell. And see you next week.